Good morning. We're at the sunrise this morning. Got up at about 4:30, did some work, reading, took a walk down to the beach. And of course, you can't go to a beach in the morning and watch a sunrise without getting philosophical. I don't get philosophical at sunsets, only at sunrises. Sun rising today at 7:13. Beautiful beach. Just 2 weeks ago, this beach was being battered by Hurricane Irma. This is where I'll be living in less than a year. But the beach got battered to the point where the beach park, where the pavilion is, was covered with sand. They took down the canvas awning. Everything that's around here right now, you can see everything kind of turned brown from the salt spray. Can you see that? Everything used to be green. And then what happened is, storm comes and leaves. It leaves its path of, in some cases, destruction, and many other cases, less than perfect circumstances. But the neat thing about storms is that they pass. They don't last forever. And I was here about 1 year ago doing a broadcast from this very same spot, if you remember, the very same, literally standing right here. Sun's coming up at 7:13. It should be popping up any moment now. That sky is just getting brighter and brighter and brighter. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. That might even be a better perspective for you to see. I did a sunset video last night, which was magnificent, on the river, on the bay, on the other side, the Indian River. Down in Melbourne Beach, Florida. This is my favorite beach because it's always desolate. And that's important. Okay? Your wealth can't go high unless your worth is, and your self-worth is already high as it is. You have to respect yourself. That's why I lost 60 pounds. That's why I'm doing things that are better for me in all areas of my life, and I've done that constantly. You know, in the corporate world, what do we call it? CQI, continuous quality improvement. In your personal life, it's just personal development and improvement. You get philosophical during sunrises. It's the beginning of the day. You're up before everybody else. Back to storms. The effect of storms on property, it decreases the value of property. This area here just got hammered. The steps from people's homes have been rebuilt. You can rebuild all that. But right after a storm, the value seems to be lower. People look at it and they go, wow, the place looks like a battle zone. But with people, storms in your life increase your value. They don't decrease your value, they increase your value. Do you hear me? Don't look at, and it's really a matter of perspective. There were times in my life when I went through some stuff, and I'm teaching now. This is not all, some people have accused me of just like venting on camera. That's not the case. There's a lot of retrospective stuff here. I experienced a lot of things, and I can unwaste the years and unwaste my time by extracting lessons from it that I can teach other people, including my own children, who I have 3 of them, who will watch the videos and discover parts of their dad that they never knew. I've been called everything from the father People have said you're the father that I never had. Some people have said you're the grandfather that I never had. And that's an honor. That's an honor. I would love to be the motivator that you never had as well. Remember that storms increase your value if you recover properly. There's people that, have you ever heard of like people who like lost everything and they just kind of went into a tailspin and never really recovered? They never recovered. Excuse me 1 second, let me get my coffee. They never really recovered from the storms, whether it be divorce or financial disasters. So the deal is this, is to view storms like you would a workout. Like it's interval training. Now, you can't have storms all the time. A lot of people invite their own storms. Think about that. A lot of people invite shit into their life and then blame life. And part of being successful in life is taking full responsibility for your life and what you allow in it, how you react to it. Stuff doesn't always happen to you. There's things that you invite into your life. And then there's getting broadsided as you're going through an intersection. That has nothing to do with you. A hurricane hitting you has nothing to do with you. However, when a hurricane is coming through and they say evacuate, your best bet is to evacuate. But if you end up living in ruins and getting damaged and hurt by a hurricane, there's that beautiful sunrise popping right now. If you stick around after the warnings, the warning signs, 100-mile-an-hour winds, rain. I remember a comedian saying, it's not the wind that kills you, it's the Volvo flying through the air at 70 miles an hour that's going to kill you. If you take the storms that hit you, the random stuff, Epictetus, and I taught this about a year ago. Some of you will remember this, some of you won't, some of you newer folks, and about 1/3 of you probably never heard this teaching before. Epictetus said, men are not disturbed by things, but by their opinions about things, about those things. For some people, a hurricane is the end of the world. Oh my God, what am I going to do? You prepare for it. So the idea is this, is that you live a prepared life. So that when storms hit, not the kind that you invite into your life through bad relationships, alcohol, drugs, dumb decisions, not that kind of stuff. What I'm talking about is the stuff that's random. Men are not disturbed by the things, but by their opinions about those things. Storms will make you stronger. The things that you don't expect, what I want you to do is look at like the pain that you experienced. Someone just, a spouse or a partner said, I don't love you, I'm leaving you. We're not going to be together anymore. Wow, that T-boned you, that broadsided you, that knocked you off your game. If you didn't listen to the news or the radio, a hurricane can knock you off your game pretty easily too. Isn't this beautiful? This is just magnificent. I am crazy about this. And just a little bit crazy as well. And I like being the only guy on the beach. Now you know why I want to live here. How can you grow through storms? There's the sun.